What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Cardinal Red, and we back for some more of that Ali Land boxing talk, people. And today we talking Gervonta Davis beats Vasyl Lomachenko. Gervonta says Lomachenko is ducking. Alright, I just feel like I wanted to touch on this fight a little bit more, potential fight. I got a lot of comments regarding it, and it just seems like a lot of people think Vasyl Lomachenko is a lot of people think he's not ducking. A lot of people just think he's I think a lot of people think he should just move up and wait and not really take the fight. And Gervonta Davis should move up and wait. Maybe they should fight at another weight class. But I feel like a lot of people they just don't see it for what it is. This is the best fight at 130. It's the best fight out there. I don't see anybody else other than Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia is moving up. Vasyl Lomachenko is moving up to 135, but Mikey Garcia is moving up to 147, I believe. So, other than Gervonta Davis, there is no other fight out there, really. This is the best fight out there at 130, and it just seems like Vasyl Lomachenko is making every excuse not to fight the best guys at the right time. I like Vasyl. I just don't think, him turning down the Pacquiao fight or Bob Arum turning down the Pacquiao fight was a good move. I don't think him kind of like dodging around Gervonta Davis is a good move. I feel like if he thinks that he can win that fight, he should just go on and get it over with. We saw what he did to Rigondeaux. But Rigondeaux was, I think there was some other politics going on with Rigondeaux that people are not talking about. But Rigondeaux was a smaller fighter, and Gervonta Davis I feel like, is a naturally bigger guy than Vasyl Lomachenko. Maybe not taller. They might be around the same height, but you can tell he's bulkier than Vasyl Lomachenko. I feel like Davis is going to beat Vasyl if they ever fight. I feel like he wins this fight because I feel like he has precision power punching, and he's able to add speed along with that precision power punching. And Vasyl Lomachenko is more of a angles and speed type boxer, in and out type boxer, and it seemed like he slowed down a little bit in his last fight. Once he fights guys that are naturally his size or bigger, he doesn't seem as spectacular as he does when he fights a smaller fighter. And Gervonta Davis is just, like I said, just as big or maybe even bigger than Vasyl Lomachenko. And I feel like when they do clash, if they do clash, that Gervonta Davis gets the W in this one, actually by knockout. I see this being Vasyl Lomachenko's first loss and Vasyl Lomachenko's first knockout. I don't see Vasyl Lomachenko being able to withstand the precision power punching that Gervonta Davis brings to the table for 12 rounds. He's ferocious when it comes to his combinations and the fact that he can put them right on target. And the fact that he's bringing power behind that. It's not like Manny Pacquiao, but it's almost a hybrid, because Manny Pacquiao could deliver it a lot faster than he can. But the way he throws power punches is like Manny Pacquiao. He throws power punches in bunches, put it that way. But he just can't do it, in his combinations are not as they don't have as many punches involved as a young Manny Pacquiao, put it that way. But I like the way he throws power punches in bunches. It's not just one coming and he's gonna back you out and see how you took the punch. No, it's like boom, 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 and he's like, actually once he does that, he resets and he's ready to throw another set. So it would be real interesting to see how Vasyl Lomachenko actually tries to cope with that seeing that that's something he tries to do to smaller fighters, But Vasyl Lomachenko, he's not able to put as much power to me behind his combinations when he fights in that manner. He can fight in the same manner that Gervonta Davis does. He just can't deliver the punches with as much authority as Gervonta Davis does. Gervonta Davis seems like he can deliver them punches right on target, bam, bam, and it's a lot of power behind him. And the one thing I will say for Vasyl Lomachenko, regarding maybe Lomachenko wins this fight is that I don't think Gervonta Davis can maintain that for 12 rounds. I don't think you can do that. I don't think he can do that for 12 rounds. I don't think he can lay 8 combinations around for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, and Vasyl Lomachenko, he's a quick guy. If he can utilize his speed to move around Gervonta Davis, he can actually win this fight by utilizing speed. But I think Gervonta Davis is pretty fast himself, so it would be it's a pick'em fight to me. As far as Vasyl Lomachenko ducking, I just don't think it all goes back to Bob Earl. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if these guys were able to represent themselves and were able to promote themselves, a lot of these fights would have happened a long time ago. I spoke in a couple of videos ago about ESPN and other networks backing fighters. Why aren't these big networks that have so much money to throw around? Why are they not backing fighters? Why are they not just going, hey, we're gonna go get these 2 fighters. We're gonna do a 1-fight deal with them, offer them X amount of dollars, and we'll get the arena. We'll put up the insurance, and that way we don't have to worry about the promoter because they got more money in the world to do that type of stuff. We don't need promoters anymore in this. And I think that's what's really holding back the sport of boxing. There's no need for promoters anymore in the sport of boxing. The TV networks have enough money to control the sport of boxing. In that way, it would be. And I think that's the thing about it. And it goes back to corruption and, a lot of these things with the mafia. It's the reason that these TV networks don't get involved with it is because they know that there are higher powers. They're behind the scene people that actually control boxing. And I just don't think they want to get their hands that dirty, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they got the money to do that. They got the money to go to every boxer and be like, well, we're going to give you a 1-fight deal for this, for such and such. We're going to broadcast it on our channel. We're going to have the venue, yada, yada, yada. We'll split such and such. There's no need for these promoters anymore. So it's like, man, I don't understand why, ESPN, Showtime, HBO, Fox Sports, what's the other one that does UFC? I can't think of that name. But all of these networks that do sports, 24/7, pretty much, why aren't they, more into the sport of boxing? That should be a question that I want everybody to answer for me down the description box. You know what I'm saying? The only networks that get involved in boxing seem to have to go through all these promoters, and I really don't get, what I'm saying, why it has to be this way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the promoters that are holding back these good fights. It's the promoters that are standing in the way of these fighters actually competing with each other. The best never fight the best in their prime, and it usually only benefits the promoter. It never really benefits the fighters. It never really benefits the fans. And usually when you do get the fight, it wasn't even what you thought it was going to be because it's 2 years too late or it's 3 years too late. This guy didn't get the right amount of money, so he ain't putting up the performance like he's supposed to. He's just there to get paid. Or, this guy got hurt in camp and he can't tell nobody because you can't call the fight off because you're not going to get paid. Or, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get called a bum and all these. So much politics involved in boxing, and it's usually got to do with the promoter. And, I just feel like, fights like Gervonta Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko would happen if there were no Bob Arum. if there were no Floyd Mayweather standing in their way. If they could go directly to ESPN and say, hey, we want to get it on. This is what I want. This is what he wants. You know, can you guys make it happen? And these networks got so much money to play with. Like I said, man, they should have been and took over the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing shouldn't be in disarray like it is. You know what I'm saying? For we as the fans shouldn't have to go through this, man. But as usual, leave me a comment, you know, down below. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about this fight? Will it happen? I always remember I got affiliate links down in the description, man. So hit those up. You know, if you need any boxing gear, always leave me a like and subscribe. You know, tell your mama, tell your dog, tell your uncle, your friends. We at it.